my right hand is the opposite of my left hand.
Oh, yeah.
But wow, aren't they very similar, right?
They're like brothers, but not twins.
Something like that. And so...
No, not something like that. That was a perfect way to explain that. That was absolutely perfect.
Well said.
And also, in case anyone wants to know, your eyebrows also should not be twins. Continue. They should be sisters or brothers.
I'll bring that to a swimming thought. Your arms shouldn't be twins either.
Nope.
Anyway.
They can't be.
So one of my other clients on Friday, was it Friday?
I don't know.
Said that she failed at doing the thing I asked her to do. But she didn't. Because she did it well enough that the next time she did it, she understood what to do.
What did you ask her to do?
It was just basic shoulder pump stuff.
Okay.
And I pointed out to her this concept that if you consider success the opposite of failure and vice versa, there's a similarity there somewhere. And the similarity is a fail is a victory because you got that opportunity to learn from it.
Education.
So it's just this like weird thought that I like to share that like maybe you felt like you failed at something. Maybe you feel like you're not a swimmer, but maybe you're a lot closer than you actually know to succeeding because that failure brought you a step closer to that success if you allow it.
Yeah,
or
if you allow it.
Or if you go, I'm not a swimmer, I'm just going to stop doing this.
Merp.
So anyway, moving on from this conversation.
Just another thought in terms of failures, using them. Any failure you have, make sure you try to use it in terms of educating yourself or learning from that failure so that you can also think in your head, okay, yeah, I did fail in terms of the definition of that word, but ultimately I took that failure, I used it to benefit myself and learn so that the next time I was better. So that it has more of a positive spin on it.
Yeah. And it's hard to actually, like when you really think deep down about the words, all right, it's hard to define success. It's hard to define failure. Those things are very personal.
Yeah.
And so maybe a failure to somebody could be success, right? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of a weird thought. But going back to our twin conversation, I know it wasn't really a conversation. Eyebrows should not be twins.
I remember.
Arms should not be twins.
I was here.
Going back to that thought,
Yeah.
it's a very important thought.
Okay.
Earlier this week, I made a post in the open water subreddit pointing out
Like on Reddit.
on Reddit,
On the platform Reddit.
on Reddit, but the open water subreddit, you can go on there and you could probably find it.
I'm explaining that because I low-key did not know what Reddit was before I met my husband. Okay, continue.
So one of the things I do like about posting in Reddit, by the way, is that there are meaningful responses, and it's less, obviously there's trolls on Reddit and you can get trolled for sure.
Right.
And people could be mean and rude. But versus like Instagram or Facebook, it's not as saturated, right? I cannot go on Instagram or Facebook without seeing like 10 videos in a row of somebody swimming what I would consider a pretty looking freestyle, but not a functional freestyle.
Right.
And so I made this post in this open water subreddit about a different way to swim freestyle. Or I think there's something to the effect of like more than one way to swim freestyle. So if you want to go on Reddit, look it up, you'll find it. My point was I was getting really, and I still am, very tired of seeing that there's one way to swim freestyle, which is an antiquated way to swim freestyle, a front quadrant freestyle with the focus of picking elbows up.
Keyhole pull.
Well, that's very antiquated.
I know, you said antiquated, and I always will go back.
I don't think anyone is coaching that anymore, but maybe they could be.
In case anyone is curious about what I am talking about, I, a 36-year-old female in Northern Virginia, was taught how to swim freestyle and butterfly.
30 years ago.
30 years ago. I did learn when I was 6. Ew. 3 decades. Okay, anyway. I was taught that the underwater portion of freestyle and butterfly was to draw a shape of an old school keyhole. I'm realizing now that this might be like the floppy disk, and people might have no idea what I am talking about.